Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Atlanta Unplugged. I'm your host, Steve Paul, and I have with me a very dope guest today in the R&B field, R&B contemporary field, going by the name of Kyera. How are you doing today?
Hey Steve, I'm good. How you feeling today?
Doing all right, doing all right. Yes, indeed. So, what's going on, Kyera? What you been up to? What are you about? You're an R&B singer, huh?
Yes. So I'm considered a contemporary R&B artist. I actually just dropped my first EP last year, November 17th. It's called Exposed. So that's what I've been up to, just shooting videos for that, connecting to everybody who's been supporting me, sticking close to family, trying to stay safe from all these cooties out here, because COVID is real. But that's pretty much it. I just been chilling, having a good time with my family, and really enjoying the fruits of my labor for my first EP, Exposed.
Okay, cool, cool. So, what does it mean to be an R&B contemporary artist?
Um, I believe, in a nutshell, it's just R&B, that classic R&B sound, just with a little bit of a twist. You know, I'm R&B, but a lot of my beats, they have some hard 808s. You know, it can have like a trap sound to it as well. So I feel like it's a little bit more diverse than just regular R&B. That's my definition of it.
Okay, okay, cool, cool. So you had your first EP called Exposed.
Yeah.
So who's getting exposed? You or you exposing somebody else? What's
Child,
going on?
everybody. Myself, my mama, my exes, like
Oh
everybody
no.
just exposed. No, but exposure is really just me exposing to myself, like, girl, you can do this, you know. And in that process, I wrote every song. So in that process, it was kind of like, it is an open diary, you know. So
Okay.
I not only am I exposing to myself, like, girl, you could do this, I'm also like, it's an open diary, so I might be exposing some business, but I ain't use no names, you know. So,
Okay,
you
okay.
know, it's just a
Does it
catalog
get
of
real
every
heavy?
all in
Does it really
one.
get? Does it get deep, or you pretty much keep it surface? And are you having fun with it, or do you really, storytelling in your music?
I definitely do. I story tell. The personal experiences behind a lot of the songs I would consider deep, but when it comes down to the creativity and actually writing it, I do keep it a little surface, but I also leave a lot of room for you to fill in the blanks, like with the imagery. You know, I like to use a lot of imagery in my writing as well, so I kind of leave a little space for you to figure some things out as a listener.
Okay, okay. So do you are you trying to inspire others, or are you trying to educate others, or are you just trying to have fun, or is it a mixture of everything?
It's really a mixture of everything. For the most part, I just want to have fun with it. But I know with
Mm,
this fun and being an artist, there is kind of like, to me, I'm still, people look up to me, or people are going to listen, even though it's entertaining. I always want there to be a lesson in what I do. So it's like a mixture of everything, you know, and I feel like it all just, music is just an accessory to who I am
mm-hmm.
personally. So I just want to carry myself right and put that out through my music. And I just want people to respect me. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my ish, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay,
that's just how I
okay,
feel about
okay.
it.
So after somebody listens to your EP or listen to just any of your music, what do you want them to walk away from? Like, how do you want them to feel after listening to what you produced?
Um, when people listen to my music, I just want them to, what do I want them to take from it? That they can be themselves 100%. Honestly, I come from a very raw place with my music, and just from what I've heard so far, a lot of people are like, they can feel me when they hear the music. So when you hear my music, I just want you to take from it like raw emotion. It's okay to be yourself. Have fun in the process, because that's pretty much all I talk about is self-love, having fun in the process. It's ups and downs to everything. But yeah, that's what I want you to take from it.
Okay, okay, cool, cool. How long have you been into the music? Like, what got you started?
So I started doing music around the beginning of 2017. It started as poetry. I met this guy named Bowie. I'm a PK. My dad hired this new musician. We created a bond, and just being in the studio and watching him go through the process of making a beat and writing a song, it kind of inspired me. And I love, like I said, I'm an open book, I'm an open diary. I love to talk and to see what I can do with my poetry. I wrote my first song, which is You Ain't. It's also on my EP. It's the last song. I wrote that song, and just the way it made me feel, I was like, I have to do this. Like, this is something I was created to do, like, so I would say that was the beginning of me getting involved in music.
Okay, okay. What year did you say that was?
Like 2016, 17.
Okay, okay.
hmm
So about
About 4 years,
now, you
yeah.
know?
But I recently took myself serious as an artist last year. So I would say like around a year.
And so you're a natural singer, or you was
Oh
that
yeah.
developed? You were in the choir and everything like
Yeah,
that. And
being the PK, I grew up in the choir. I had to sing. I took my first steps in the church. My first words were in the church. So yeah, I'm a natural singer for sure.
okay, okay. So how does your father and your mother think about your music that you're producing?
They're fans now. In the beginning, it was a little hard, Like when I was writing music, I was like, I don't think I could talk about this because my daddy gonna be mad at me, and I'm a big daddy's girl. So I always want his approval. But as I got older, over the years, I was like, you know what, Dad, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm gonna talk about. This is what I'm gonna talk about. So he was like, okay, I support you. Do you, boo? So, and I think what made it easy is the fact that I did it with my brother.
Mm.
So doing it with him, I was like, well, I'm not getting in trouble by myself. It's gonna be us. But
Right,
they
right, right.
they they enjoy it. They're fans.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's great. That's great. So, in getting started with your career, we were speaking earlier,
Yeah.
and you said that you kind of got pulled in with your brother.
Yes.
So let us know about how that,
How it all
yeah,
started.
how that went down.
Okay, so I believe it was like the middle ending of 2016. And my brother came home one day. He was like, "Here, make beats." I was like, "Okay." His name is Keto. I was like, "Okay, Keto, whatever. You're gonna make beats." And
Shout out
around
to
that,
Keto.
yeah, shout out to Keto. He's in the building. Gang, gang. But at that time, GarageBand was it. So me on the low, I had a laptop, so I was like, let me see what Fruity Loops hitting for. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'll make beats too, but that was not my calling. So around that same time, as I mentioned, my dad's a pastor, and he hired a new musician, Bowie. So my brother and Bowie created a real close bond, like instantly. They were like big bro, little bro. So Keto would go to Bowie's house after church, and he would come home and tell me all these stories like, bro, I did this. And I was a little jealous. I was like, well, I'm going next Sunday. You feel me? Like, I'm going to go. So we went.
You did say you invited yourself
I invited
there, so.
myself because I wanted a piece of that. Like, the glow and he had like this hyperness about him when he talked about Bowie's house and producing music. And I was like, we grew up on a lot of church music and stuff like that, but I guess like seeing how happy he was like being a part of the creative process, I was like, I need a piece of that, like for real.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much how it all started. And once I got there, Bowie, I just saw, because Bowie, I don't want to say he was a vet, but he's in the field, and that's what he does. So just seeing it and understanding the creative process and how raw it is, and how you don't have to put on an act to make a good song.
Right.
And I was
Right.
like, I
Right.
need a piece of that. So from then on, me and Keto, we was having our own studio sessions at the house. So he'll be in his room making the beat, and I'm hopping out the shower. I'm like, bro, I got you with the lyrics. And then like before I sucked, he was like, Kyra's not it. But look where we are today.
Well, it sounds like you were being inspired by your own family,
Yeah.
you and your brothers and everything like that.
Mhm.
Is there anybody outside, like an artist that's already, big name artist that inspires you, or any artist that has inspired you to, write the content that you write and everything?
Yeah. Um It's a few, but I'm gonna keep it short. Honestly, I feel like my inspirations come a little bit more vocally and melodically more so than lyrically. But when it comes down to those inspirations, I grew up on Kyera Sheard and the Clark sisters, so I would definitely contribute a lot of my style towards them. They inspired me a lot, and like more recently, who really inspired me around that time when I first started writing music was SZA. When she first started, and just seeing how like the style of writing that she had was so not like anybody else. Her, Jasmine Sullivan, of course. They really inspired me as well.
Okay. Are you independent artist, or do you have a record deal or anything?
No, I'm independent, but I got a good team with me,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely independent right now. I own all my masters.
You own all the masters. That's what you want to make sure everybody know. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, where are you from?
Okay, I was born in Dothan, Alabama, really small town. But I grew up in Miami, Florida. So I'm from Miami because 305 is still in my veins. You know what I'm saying? Straight from the bottom.
Shout out to
Yeah, shout
305.
out to my
You
305
know, you
family.
know. But we're here in Atlanta now.
Yes, we are in Atlanta. I love it out here. It's a nice little vibe. Everybody is working out here, and that's what I really love.
Yeah, yeah. Have you been
Mhm.
teaming up with any artists out here in Atlanta?
Um, no, not yet. Right now, me and my team, we're really just focused on creating a solid foundation. My team, we go by AMG Apollo Music Group, and we're just really focused on that. Like everybody's doing their own thing, but me personally, no. I linked up with Brick Wall Studios. I don't know if you've heard of them, but I really love just going there. I call him an OG. His name is Sunny. Shout out to Sunny.
Shout out to
But
Sunny.
I like I'm very family oriented, and I love solid foundation. So since this is the beginning for me, I'm just trying to make sure my foundation is solid. You know.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But are you open to working with other artists and
Oh
everything?
yes, of course. The vibes just gotta be right. The vibes gotta be right, like I said, and I'm focused on building relationships that are going to, that are going to last for a while. But I'm always open to working with people. It's a part of the process. You can't do this thing alone.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Definitely can't do it alone and everything like that. And it's good to hear that you have a strong team.
Yeah.
Tight circle and everything.
Mhm.
You want to give a shout out to them and let holla at your team. They're here right now.
Yeah,
They're
my
in the
team
room,
is here. You know what I'm saying? I got my blood bro, who I was just talking about, Keto the Leo. He's here. He's an engineer, producer, rapper, singer. He say he can't sing, but my dog can sing. He's a pastor's son, okay?
So
And
he's a choir boy too.
he
Yeah,
know
but
he is, but he plays like we're not going to talk about him. He was on the drums, but he plays like 11
hey,
instruments.
one of my favorite movies is Five Heartbeats, and
Oh
I
yeah.
remember choir boy. I know all his parts. I know all his parts.
That's a classic right there.
Right.
But yeah, Keto, my blood brother, he's a part of AMGI group. He produced every song on Exposed. He also engineered him. We also have in here Jay Hendrix, the GOAT, okay? Jay Hendrix is the GOAT.
Cool.
He's audio engineer. Majority of my music videos that you see on YouTube is Jay Hendrix. Shot, directed, edited by awesome dude. Engineer as well, super producer, rapper, and he's amazing. And shout out to my girl Tara Britt. She is not here today. Miss you, but she's amazing. She's a rapper, engineer, and just all around. She been doing her thing on the beats too. So we all have our strengths and our weaknesses, and we support each other like we solid.
Mhm. So, if which track have you recorded that you would recommend that everybody would tune in? That everybody would tune in first. That you would recommend first for people to get to know you as an artist. Which one of your songs?
This is tough because every song shows a different side of me, So, honestly, I would say Nobody Else. I say Nobody Else would be a great introduction to me, and a great introduction to my music style as well, because I'm pretty much saying like nothing, nobody else can stop me. Can't nobody love me like how I love me. And once you hear that song and hear everything else, you can be like, oh, that's what she meant. Like she knew, like she's the GOAT and ain't nobody gonna stop her. So I think Nobody Else, not to toot my own horn, but toot, yeah.
Nobody else. Okay, nobody else but yourself.
Yeah. But it's more like self-love, not on like no arrogance tip or nothing like that. Like it's just like really just loving myself and owning the fact that I am who I am, regardless,
Right,
So yeah.
right. What's your sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Cancer, Cancer
Yes,
in the
July
building.
Cancer.
July Cancer. I don't know the
Mhm.
difference, but hey, yeah, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Um, so going down the line, this is your first EP.
Yes, this is my first EP.
Okay, okay. And what is it? Um, First of all, how long has the EP been out?
It dropped in November, so I'll say it's been out for 2 months.
For 2 months
It's
now.
been out for two
And
months
how
now.
has the reception been?
Honestly, it's it's 2 months today. Actually, yeah. Thank you.
2 month
Yeah,
anniversary.
yeah.
All
Shout out to
right.
Expose. We made it, y'all. But the feedback, honestly, I'm still in awe. Like
Mhm.
my jaw drops because the feedback that I'm getting, I really did not expect. I'm getting DMs every day about my EP, but it's not really about my EP. It's more so about the connection that they felt to the songs. Like I feel like I've made best friends because of this EP. People are in my DMs like, "Girl, like I totally felt you on this song. Like I can't believe it." And then they start sending me these long paragraphs telling me their business, and I'm like, "Wow, you got this from my 2 minute song." And I just love it. Like I don't know. I can't explain it. The feedback is just mind boggling to me. I can't believe it's happening.
About to have a versus battle pretty soon. Going legendary status already. You know.
Listen, we gonna speak it.
Hey, talking about versus battle. You know, we had the Keisha Cole and the Ashanti battle. Who you got?
Honestly, it's tough. But I'm gonna go with my girl Ashanti.
Ashanti.
I'm Ashanti. I'm Team A all day.
Have you? Do you have you? Did you grow up listening to their music and everything?
I did, and I did grow up listening to their music, but I was definitely blasting Ashanti more than I was Keisha Cole. Even though Keisha Cole, she got hits, like she's in the game, but I'm just more of an Ashanti fan, and she's a writer too, so maybe I'm biased because of that.
So Keisha Cole is not a writer.
I feel like she's not Ashanti, but I can't say that because people are going to watch this, and I want to do a song with both of them. So I'm on team both. How about that?
Yeah. Ain't no problem. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, it
you know
is
what I mean?
tough.
I can't really figure it out yet.
Yeah,
Um,
got to flip a coin.
yeah, to me, I think Ashanti is more mainstream, more
Okay.
poppy and everything like
Mhm.
that. And Keisha Cole, she really rides for the streets and everything, for the
Yeah.
hoods and all that.
But she was mainstream
what I
too, though.
Yeah, she got some mainstream hits. I don't know. I feel like because they're both legendary status,
Yeah.
but it's like Michael Jackson and Prince.
I think I was just talking about that
Not
with
to
somebody.
compare the two, but Michael Jackson had the crossover appeal and everything like
Yeah.
that. So did Prince, but Prince still kept it like, more of the hood was
More
rocking,
urban.
yeah.
That makes sense.
With Prince, but they both have their,
Mhm.
notoriety and everything like
Yeah.
that. But it's all good. But you'll get there.
Yeah.
You'll get there.
Feel it. Thank you, Lord.
Yeah. Your brother will do the Ja Rule parts. You know what I mean? Ja Rule, baby. You know.
Baby.
Yes, indeed. So you got the EP out. Are you working on new music and everything, or are you focused on just really promoting this first go around first?
I'm always creating new music. Honestly, music is something I record and write every day. So I'm always working on new music, but in terms of like dropping a project or something, I don't believe that's on the radar right now. Like I said, this is my first EP, so I'm still trying to gauge my audience. I'm still trying to gauge like where my lane is, but right now my biggest focus is just engaging with everybody who's investing in me. And time is the biggest investment like that you can really spend to an artist like me. I'm an independent artist. So the fact that people are investing their time to stream, watch my videos, and just reach out to me is so amazing. So next, honestly, I'm working on a merch line. So you guys definitely keep an eye out for that. I'm also working on my YouTube channel. So I started, but I stopped, before I start working on my EP, because I was like, I don't know what people want to see from me. I don't know if it's really fun. So yeah, that's what's going on.
most of the time people don't know until you give it to them.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you just
That's
you
true.
gotta put that talent out there.
Yeah.
If you're something that they never seen before, then they're never gonna know until you put it out there.
You're right.
You know.
So I'm working on that. I'm working on just putting it out there now. So that's coming up next. My merch, my YouTube channel, and I might drop a little single here and there. I don't think I'm ready to really commit to dropping the full project right now, because it's a lot of work that goes into that.
Have you done any shows? Any
Um,
performances?
I have, but this is like a while back. Since Exposed, no, I have not. It's definitely a goal of mine this year to get more acclimated with the stage life and perform a little bit more. But yeah, now it's really more interviews that I've been doing, honestly. Like, a lot of people just want to know, like, okay, who is she? Before, I think that's what that it's just the process. I gotta show who I am before they be trying to, like,
Well,
show.
sometimes it also because you're very appealing.
Yeah.
You're very appealing along with the music and everything. Very
Yeah.
appealing to the eye and everything. Do you do any modeling or anything?
No, just selfie gang. Just selfie gang,
Just the selfie model
Just
gang
selfie
right
gang.
there.
But I am working on trying to get some sponsorships. I'm not gonna knock Fashion Nova. I wouldn't mind putting on some Fashion Nova for a check. But, like, I'm really trying to I want to get into it. So I have a PR team, actually. Shout out to Lipstick Royalty. They helped me throughout this process. So they've been reaching out, trying to get things done for me in the background. So we're gonna see. I have big hopes for this year, and I know things are gonna work out.
Okay. You want to do any acting or anything like that?
Oh yes, I have a big personality. I believe I should be an actor, but that's later. So now we're gonna start slow with the vlogs on YouTube. We're gonna go to YouTube, and then next you'll see me. I'm gonna be on my Tiana Taylor ish.
Okay. Now, besides the music, what other things do you think that nobody else would know if they didn't see you doing music, but you have some gift or talent or just a love to do?
It might sound funny, but I'm an old lady for real. So my favorite thing to do, I'm a YouTube head, and I love me some divorce court. I love paternity court. If you looked at me, you would never know that I spend majority of my days when I'm not working on music or working I got this silk robe. It's my OG silk robe. I'm chilling with my silk robe, my glass of wine, and my TV is on somebody divorce court.
Wow.
Well, Judge Toller's divorce court, but I love me a good court show, honey. Yes.
So you might want to be a lawyer some time or something like that.
That used to be the plan, but
I
yeah.
thought she was gonna say I'm an old lady. I like to knit and everything. I'm like, okay. Wait a minute, we might be. Okay. So in wrapping up,
Yeah.
is there anything that you would like the audience to know, like anything that's on your mind that you think that they should know, whether something in life or anything that you have on your mind that you think the audience should know?
Let me see. Just on some inspirational stuff. I think the biggest thing that I want to tell the audience is, whatever you have in your heart, whatever you feel in your gut, whatever you know in your mind, you go for it, and you don't let nobody stop you. And your confidence is something that should never be broken down by anybody. Words cannot break down your wall of confidence, and never let that happen. Also, it might sound a little cliche. I love Jesus for real. You know what I'm saying? Not to be that guy, but I'm here, and I feel like I'm thriving, and this is the best I've ever felt in my life, because I have a solid foundation of family. So make sure you surround yourself with genuine people, and you are what you feed yourself. So I don't know. Just love yourself and thank you for having me. I guess.
Wise words from a young old head, you know. What I'm
Judge Toller taught me that one.
so before we go, I do have, or we have, a gift for you
Oh,
coming straight from Atlanta Unplugged.
thank you. I feel that way. Hey.
Very own
Oh, and I love orange. That's my favorite
Atlanta
color.
Unplugged
Thank you.
sweat shirt.
I like me some sweats. I like me some sweats. Thank you so much.
So yes, indeed, keep you warm and everything, and you can represent at the same time and all that.
Yes.
And we appreciate you coming on here, sharing your light, showcasing who you are and everything. And I think
Thank
everybody's
you.
going to be able to tune in, tap in, and receive something good from you and what you produce and everything. So let the people
Thank you
know
so
where they can
much.
find you and how they could get in touch with you.
You guys can follow me on all of my social media. I'm Kyera. It's IMKYERA. It's on my YouTube, my Twitter, my Instagram. That's where you will see me most active, especially on Instagram. Make sure you follow me on Instagram because that's where all the tea happens, honey. Okay? You can find my music on all streaming platforms. All you have to do is type in Kyera, Kyera, and I will pop up. The first thing you'll see is Exposed, and I have a few other singles out as well. So, yeah, just go ahead and stream me and show some love.
And catch her on Divorce Court. She'll be in the
They
audience.
should have, listen, making all
You
the
is
faces.
no good.
Hyping
Cancel his
hyping-
ass. No.
I be doing that in front of the TV for real. Girl, he lying.
But once again, thank you for being on Atlanta
you for having
Unplugged,
me.
showing up and everything. And we appreciate you and what you have to bring to the table and all that. And we can't wait to see you again. And hopefully we could have you do a performance here.
Yeah, I would love that. I'm going to do
Yeah.
it in my sweater, too.
Okay. You
I
heard
would
it.
love that.
You heard it. So that's it. That's all. This is Atlanta Unplugged. Make sure you like, subscribe, click that notification bell, do all that good stuff. Support the channel so we can continue to put artists like this on Atlanta Unplugged. And we are out. Peace.